At the end of a lonely Montana road sits a town that once ruled an entire territory. Thousands came here chasing gold and the dream of being rich. Welcome to Bannack, one of the best preserved ghost towns in the American West. Just an old barn. There's a calendar or something right here. Oh no, it's a fruit box. Del Monte. Hey everybody, what's up? Well, I think I found the coolest ghost town I've ever seen. My wife's with me. Let's go check it out. In July of 1862, John White and his group of men, the Pikes Peakers, discovered gold along the banks of what is now known as Grasshopper Creek. This was the first gold discovery in the Montana Territory. They staked their claim, and word of their discovery spread fast. By fall of that year, 400 people had already moved in. And by the following spring, 3,000 people were here hoping to strike it rich. Most gold pulled from the earth is 80 to 95% pure, but some of the gold found here at Bannack was 99.5% pure, just as pure as refined gold. Not much in here. And wherever there's gold, you can guarantee you'll find some outlaws. But this outlaw wore a badge. Very nice squeak. In 1853, Henry Plummer moved to Nevada City, California, and served as city marshal. Then in 1858, still serving as city marshal, he shot and killed a man married to a woman Mr. Plummer was having an affair with. He was arrested and convicted of second-degree murder. A year later, he was given a medical pardon and released. He then made his way to Bannack. The town was in desperate need of a lawman, and even though the townspeople, knowing about Plummer's past, he was elected sheriff. Now this is when the story gets a little bit fuzzy. What happens next is the stuff you don't keep records on. Legend has it Mr. Plummer renewed some old acquaintances from prison and organized a gang known as the Innocents. He recruited about 25 men, and according to accusations, the gang used passwords and signals. They robbed gold shipments traveling between Bannack and Virginia City and murdered anyone who resisted. Some accounts say the gang killed more than 100 people. This is a big house. Little tiny room. Let's see what's on this door. You should see the old wallpaper in here, honey.
Oh my gosh.
This room has some interesting wallpaper too. By late 1863, the people in Bannack had lost faith in the legal system, and the Montana Vigilantes was formed. A secret band of citizens determined to stop the killings. After capturing several suspected members of Plummer's gang, they obtained confessions that implicated Plummer and some of his deputies. On January 10th, 1864, the Montana Vigilantes arrested Henry Plummer and 2 of his deputies in Bannack. He begged for a trial, but the Vigilantes refused. Almost immediately, Plummer and his 2 deputies were hanged. Over the following weeks, more than 20 suspected members of the gang were executed or driven out of the territory. And now, the biggest mystery, was Henry Plummer actually guilty? No one knows for sure. Many believe he was because of the confessions. Others argue the evidence was weak, and in 1993, a symbolic retrial of Plummer ended with a hung jury, 6-6, reflecting how the trial could have ended in the 1860s. Acquitted. So you decide, was this a sheriff who secretly led a criminal empire? Or an innocent man executed by vigilantes? Let me know in the comments. What do you think? Here's a sugar bag dress. Your Sunday best right there. That's the kind of merry-go-round we had at the trailer court when I was growing up.
Antique. Use at your own risk.
Looks like it works pretty good for an antique.
It does.
Okay, the first floor is the school, and the second floor is the Masonic temple. And it looks like the outlaws weren't the only ones throwing around secret signs and symbols. This lodge was built in 1874 for around $1,500. And the lady at the visitor center says they still have meetings here once a month.
No, every October.
Oh, every October. Here's your math test. How many eagles in $70? Kindergarten through 8th grade was taught here in Bannack. Freemasonry dates back to the Middle Ages. Although Masonry stresses morality and has religious overtones, it is not a religion. It accepts men of all faiths and creeds and calls itself the religion in which all men agree. It requires belief in a supreme being, recognition of the brotherhood of man, and belief in the immortality of the soul. This lodge still has active members from around the world, and they meet here once a year. But if you want to know what they're talking about, you'll have to become a Mason.
I bet they are.
Pretty empty. Okay, this one has a really short door. Can I get it open? Oh yeah. Even just having a drink in the saloon was dangerous. The whiskey was often mixed with 2 barrels of water, a few plugs of tobacco, and some toxic camphor, and a little bit of strychnine, making 3 barrels of what's called red eye, or 40 rod. It was so strong it could kill a man from 200 meters. Now that might not be true, but drinking a few glasses from the bottom of a barrel of red eye could actually kill you. Little slopey on the floor here. Kitchen sink. Old stove. Cool. This is a biggie. I don't know about the flooring. It's got 2 layers of linoleum. A nice old stove. That's the quick meal. Okay, we'll go up the old stairs. It's always a little sketchy going into the second story of an old building like this. But these ones are somewhat preserved, so they're safer than your normal abandoned building. Okay, that's all of this house. Old wheelbarrow. Vaulted ceilings. I see the jail, honey. When the gold rush was at its peak, jails were seldom used. Offenders were warned, banished, or hanged. No one wanted the job of guarding prisoners when they could be working their claim. Sheriff Plummer had a small jail built sometime in 1863. This was the first jail built in the Montana Territory. Prisoners were chained to a metal ring attached to the floor. And as a reminder, if you looked out the barred window, the gallows are plainly visible. Help! This one looks a little bit newer. Just a tiny bit. Wow. There was your jail cell. No windows. Because that probably was not there. That was your window. Just a miner's cabin.
Yep, this is the Spokane mining house. Make it?
I made it.
There's cardboard.
Yeah, that's what they used for their wind block, for their insulation.
Whoa, look at the beams.
Yeah, the floor is really squishy.
Left or right?
It's like a duplex. Nope, nothing in here either.
Good, honey.
Okay. This house got really tall ceilings. This guy must have been rich. Bannack had the same problem as most boom towns. As the gold supply dwindled, so did the population. Bannack basically had 4 boom cycles. First was the placer mining. It was the simplest way: a gold pan, a shaker box, or a sluice. Then came the hydraulic mining, or strip mining. They would spray powerful streams of water like a fire hose on the hillside, and the runoff would go into a series of sluices. Next was the gold dredges. At one point there were 4 gold dredges working Grasshopper Creek. And the last boom was hard rock mining. Rock drills, dynamite, electric lighting, and ventilation allowed the miners to extract more ore than ever before. See if there's anything in this one. Oh, this house is pretty sinky. With the start of World War II, all non-essential mining, including gold, was prohibited, and Bannack never recovered. In 1938, the post office closed, and sometime in the 50s, the school closed. Bannack was abandoned. Now it only attracts tourists looking for a taste of the Wild West. This was only a small sample of Bannack's colorful past. I encourage you to learn more if you enjoyed this video. What you find will truly amaze you. It's kind of a short, weird house. Oh, I can't believe how many houses are here still. Well, I guess we better go see the church. It's not Sunday. This is a fancy house. This one is giant. This place is huge. Oh, can't go on this one. This one's locked. Ah. Anything in the closet? Oh, it's the hotel mead and the courthouse? Okay. Oh wow. That was an awesome staircase. This looks like it was a vault. Possibly. Wow, look at that big stove. That's huge. The ceiling's got to be like 12 feet tall, maybe even taller. Rooms make you feel small. Oh, now I do. $18.95. There was a gold dredge here. And I'm gonna assume there's some remains down here, but I don't know. We'll go look real quick. I see a piece of metal. A big piece of metal. I don't see anything else though. Oh, it's here in the weeds. Yeah, there's the frame for the gold dredge. It looks like the gold dredge is in those bushes. Yeah, there's some more of the frame. That's about all you can see. This is Grasshopper Creek. Don't leave yet. Give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and leave a comment. Or take it a step further and push the join button and get your name on this list. But regardless, thank you for taking the time to watch this video. And don't forget, if you can, take the long way home. I hope you had fun. I know we did. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.